Okay, so this is what we are having today. It is sausage and potato soup, and it yields a big pot of soup, okay? So, here's our ingredients. We have 16 ounces of potatoes. We have 1 onion chopped. We have a 14.5-ounce can of chicken broth. Got some Jimmy Dean regular sausage. Got some cream of mushroom soup and cream of celery soup. We got 2 cups of just plain tap water and 2 cups of milk. Alright, so we're going to get started now. So give me just a moment to put this stuff aside so we can get our pot on the stove, okay? Alright, now we're going to get started on doing our potatoes because I don't have any hash browns and I don't have leftover potatoes, so we're just going to use 16 ounces, and I weighed them out, of potatoes. Okay, so we're going to put the rear on. We're going to say about like that, okay, because we want to get those potatoes to boil. So we're adding the potatoes to the water I've got in the pan.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna. Good thing the stove is clean, huh?
Yeah.
All right, and we're gonna cover it with the lid. Okay. Now, set that aside, and we're going to start on our sausage. Okay, we've got it in this pan, and this is what it looks like. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put the front burner on here to about that setting. Okay, so here it is, and we're going to cover it for just a few minutes till it gets some oil, and then we're going to add our onions. So let's let this start to cook, okay? And we'll be right back. Alright, so the sausage has started cooking, so we went ahead and added the onions, and we're going to let those cook until those onions are translucent, and then we'll be right back. And I also wanted to let you know that if you don't have a scale, that's fine. Just use about 4 medium potatoes, because that's really what I ended up using. And as far as Jimmy Dean sausage, you don't really have to worry about that as long as it's just bulk sausage, okay? And you can use, you know, a half to a whole pound of sausage. It just is really up to you and how hearty you want your soup to be. I did choose to use the whole pound because our family likes hearty soups and not so much brothy soups, okay? So I just wanted to throw that in there. Just in case you guys were wondering how much 16 ounces of potatoes is if you don't have a scale. Alright, and if it was okay to use another brand other than that Jimmy Dean for your soup. Okay, so I'll be back after this gets translucent onions, and we'll go from there. See you soon. Alright, so our potatoes are done enough to add to our sausage meat, so we're going to go ahead and dump those into our pot of sausage. Okay, they just got done. So sorry about all that steam, but yeah, that's what happens when things cook, they steam. Alright, and now we're going to add a can of chicken broth and our 2 cups of water. Alright, and then we are just going to stir this down into that yummy, flavorful broth. Okay, like that. And now we're gonna go ahead and cover it and let it cook until it starts to boil. and then we'll be back. All right. All right, our soup has now come to a little bit of a boil. So we're just gonna move the lid out of the way, and we're gonna add our cream soups. We have a can of cream of mushroom. Okay. And obviously, if you know how to make this homemade, you know, you can make your cream soups homemade. I am trying to make this a weeknight meal, so I am not worried about trying to make this homemade because I normally don't have time like that during the week. So, and then we got our 2 cups of milk. Okay, like that. And we're going to stir this around. Alright. And let's see. There we go. See how nice and creamy that gets? And it says to cook it for 3 or 4 minutes or something like that. I really don't think you need to, but that's up to you. By the time you get everything all incorporated and stirred up here, it's gonna be heated through. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna turn this off and plate it up, and I'll let you see what it looks like when it's all done. Okay. All right, and here is what it looks like all plated up. There's sausage and onions and potatoes and yummy broth in there. That's going to be delicious. So we're going to go ahead and sit down and eat dinner now. And I hope you like what you see. And I hope you give it a try. And God bless you all. And Amanda and Grace, give it a try. I think everybody will like it. Alright, here's some artwork that my grandchildren did. This is what Amaya did. And she drew this for me. And that for me. And that for me. And my oldest daughter drew that for me. And my middle grandson drew this for me. Isn't that pretty? So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. Alright, y'all have a good night.